Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how I put on my troll paint for all my Homestuck troll makeup. This is by no means like the best way to do it because everybody has different, skin sensitivities, so what works best for me might not work for you. I'm basically following word for word a really popular guide that I'll post a link to below, so you can go ahead and read that if you want. And I've also incorporated a couple elements from different tutorials that I think mesh in very well to the overall look. And then at the end of this, I'll show you how I take off my gray paint. So here we go. Alright, so first thing first, you want to start off with a clean face. Next, you want to put on your wig cap, or if you're not going to use a wig, just keep your hair back. So next, what I'm going to do is put on my basic foundation, not necessarily like blush and everything, but just your basic foundation so that I can start with the essentially clean slate for all the gray paint to go on to. Also, before you put on any makeup, put on your contacts if you're going to use them. I don't use contacts for my other trolls. But if I were doing Dolorosa, I would put in my green contacts first, because trust me, it'll make your life so much easier. Something you should know before you put on your gray paint is that it will get everywhere if you're not careful, especially if you're at a hotel. Like, you want to be really careful not to touch anything. So what I do always is take out everything for my cosplay, including like my shoes and socks, and I put that somewhere, or I put it on as much as I can. Because once you put on your gray paint, it gets very hard to do anything. Like, I know, even if you're just painting your face, I don't know, it just becomes really difficult to do anything. So consider that. And then if you want to be super careful, you can lay out like a towel or paper towel on your work surface and then try to keep all your sponges and your paint on there. I'm going to start turning gray. Here's my tub of the modified light gray. What you want to do is dab it on. You don't want to streak it. Like, you can, but I don't think it works as well unless it works for you. And then you want to make sure to get your ears if you're comfortable with that, because no matter how long the wig is, when you move, the your ears will show at one point, unless you're wearing ear things. Some people wear their cosplays, like their t-shirt, before they put on their gray troll paint, and then put a paper towel or something to cover up the neckline. You can do that, but I'm going to do it a different way. And then how much gray paint you want to put on is totally up to you. Depends on how particular you are. Like, I'm super nervous about my pictures coming out where, if you bend over you can see the neckline a bit, and I mean, that's totally okay, but I just don't like it in my pictures. So whenever I have something that involves showing the neck, I always go a little bit lower, because when I move, the top will shift too. And then if you're lucky, you'll have someone who can do like the back of your neck for you. So next, we're gonna get the steel gray paint and then add definition to your face, because there's no definition whatsoever. Where you want to do it depends on which trolls you want to do. If you messed up like me, you can go over with your other gray so it doesn't look as scary dark like I made it. Okay, and then before we seal, I'm just going over areas that have come undone, like my eyelids and the corners of my lips. So next comes the really important part. Sealing. So some people use baby powder, which is, I don't know, I've never tried it if it works or not, but I hear it works. I'm using the neutral set from Ben & I. I have this all messed up poofy sponge thing. Then I just put some on, or a lot on actually. It doesn't, this is where it can get messy. Alright, and then you just dab it all over. As many layers as you can get it. And it's okay if you see like white streaks like that. You're just gonna do it all over. Don't forget your ears if you did your ears. So now you're gonna do the touch test, where you just get your fingers and you lightly press around, and it should feel like your skin, like it should feel smooth. If you feel any bit of wet spots, or if it's slightly moist, you want to go over it with your powder. Lastly, a final seal. Some people use hairspray, and I hear that's a really good alternative. Like, I haven't tried it, but I hear it works. So just gonna spray and then walk into it and do that like 5, 6, 100 times, whatever you feel. You don't want to get it wet though. You don't want to like spray onto your face and then I think, I've never done it, but I'm pretty sure all your paint will come off. Okay, so next you want to put on your makeup for whatever troll you're doing. So even if you're doing a dude troll, you want to put on some kind of, definitely your eyebrows because it's going to look super washed out, and then some eyeliner to help cover the pink of your eyes, and then lipstick or some, because I believe the trolls all have black lips. So I'm gonna do Vriska today, so I'll show you little bits and pieces of that. So for my eyebrows, I use a black eyeshadow and then just go over my natural eyebrows. You can use other things. I don't know what other people use because I never wear makeup and I'm pretty sure you can tell. Our next is eyeliner, and I have blue for Vriska as well as black. It's all gray from last time. And you also want to do mascara because your eyelashes will be all whited out or grayed out and looks kind of really weird. Let me just emphasize, this is not a makeup tutorial, it's a troll paint tutorial because I cannot do makeup ever. And then I have some blue eyeshadow to apply. And you will find that makeup doesn't go on as it usually does because you've got this whole layer of gray paint. Some people do really good makeup jobs on top of their troll paint, and I don't know how they do it, but they do it and they look really good. Lipstick. You can use black lipstick for the other trolls. I'm going to use blue Vriska. If you're going to paint your arms, I skipped this step. I don't really know how to paint your arms. I'm sure if you follow the tutorial, it'll help you. It should be essentially the same steps. But I don't like painting my arms. I've never actually done it because I know I touch a lot of things, so it'll get all over. So I made arm socks. So what I do is put those on before the next step. So this part is a little tricky. And it helps if you have someone to help you. But now you put on your stuff, and I find that a good way to do it is to use a plastic bag and, as weird as it sounds, put it over your head and then to cover your face and then put on your clothes. So I'm going to do that. It's kind of funny looking. Alright. And I think you should definitely have someone to help you because once I did this before, I could not get out and I could have died. Well, maybe not died, but it would have been quite the story to go to the hospital like this. Next comes your wig. I just spent like an hour brushing this, so I don't want to move it around too much. And you can bring some of your paint and your powder and final seal if you want to carry throughout the convention and touch up on it. I've actually never ever had to. But that could just be me because I don't necessarily run around everywhere and super sweat like Aqueous. So next I'll show you how I take off my gray paint. Okay, so for the fun part is taking off your gray paint. All you need is to invest in some cold cream. All you have to do is get a bit, and I didn't even like take off any of my makeup, that'll come off with it. And you just rub it all over. I don't know how particular it has to be about, like, if it has to be a thin layer or a really thick layer. I just apply liberally and then don't touch it, don't mess with it, just give it 5 to 6 minutes. See, if I try to rub right now, it won't really come off, but if you let the cream do its thing, then it'll come off. Now that it's been about 5 minutes or so, you just get a paper towel and comes right off. It'll become like a sticky, nasty mess on your towel, so you're going to want like a few sheets. Okay, so everything's off pretty much. My mascara and eyeliner stuff will stay on because it's kind of designed to stay on, but with just like makeup remover wipes or whatever else, it'll come off. And there are still little traces, but it's super light and it'll come off really easily in the shower. And everything is all in here, so you don't leave a mess, which is really important. Don't want to leave a mess at a hotel. Thanks for watching, and I hope that helped someone, or at least you enjoyed seeing me turn gray, because I know I do. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, or go ahead and read the tutorial. Yeah, that's it. So until next time, bye!